This is a tutorial on how to put graphics into your videos. All right, so let's say, for example, we want to use a lower third graphic. For the most part, most of us have been just dropping in graphics at the end of our videos, but now we want to be able to use a graphical representation with our text in our videos. For example, if we're doing an advertisement for a company, to be able to use that logo. Let's sort of stick with this example here of the sports stuff, and we will show how to drop a graphic in, a lower third graphic, and then lay text over it. All right, so let's say, for example, we have an interview that we're going to use. So here is a coach who has been interviewed. We're just going to mute it so you can hear me best. So this is a clip of the coach being interviewed. We're going to drag that into our project. So here's our clip up here in the top left-hand corner. On my desktop here, I have already created a lower third graphic for one of our clients that we're using. You can simply grab the graphic. You can see it over here in the right part of your screen, drag it into the video just like you would any other photo. Usually we drop our photos though somewhere else in the video, perhaps after a clip, at the end of the video. For these lower thirds, we want them to appear in and overlaid on our video clips. So we will drag it to wherever we want the lower third to begin, and you'll see a plus sign, as you can see here, over the coach's face. That means it's going to drop in on the project. Once you release it, it's going to give you some options. It's going to say replace, insert, cutaway, picture in picture, side by side, green screen, blue screen. You want to go and select picture in picture. It should be the fourth option down. Okay? And suddenly you're going to see the photo pop up like a clip over top of the coach's face, as you can see here on the top left-hand portion of your screen. All right, so now if you look over on your player on the right side here, actually in your playback side of your screen over here on the right, you'll actually see the sort of picture like over the coach's face, like up by his ear. We're going to fix that. The way we'll do that, and the way we'll move this photo to create a lower third, is we will select the clip, okay, that is overlaid here in our timeline. It'll turn yellow. That automatically allows you now over here on the right side of your screen in your playback side to actually move the clip around. As you can see it moving around here, I've grabbed it. It also has four little white corner edges, as you can see on each side of this actual picture. I'll show you what that does in a moment. First, we want to move that photo down here to the bottom left side, okay? And that will give us an option later to overlay text over this. So now we've moved this photo here. It's in the left-hand corner, okay? And now we're going to grab the top right edge of our white corner here, as you can see here, and we're going to drag it. And it's going to make this lower third much bigger, as you can see. So we can create it smaller, bigger, okay? So we want to create it to sort of a size that isn't as obtrusive on our playback screen, because that's exactly what it's going to look like when you export your video. All right, so that's about a right size. We might have to tweak it in a moment, but that's about the right size we want, depending on how our text is going to lay over it, okay? So that's the size we want. Now we want to go back over here on the left side on our timeline and double click it, the actual clip itself. You're going to get a screen here just like you do on any other photo. You can change the duration if you'd like. You can make it longer or shorter. You can also do that by dragging the edges on the clip just like you would any other photo clip. And you want to go to right here under PIP effect where it says none. You want to click on dissolve, and we'll show you why in a moment. Dissolve defaults to about 0.5 seconds, and you're just going to simply click done. All right, so now when we're here in our timeline, as we drag it over, you see it's going to dissolve in. See how that graphic just on your right hand side, see how it just dissolves in? Okay, that's important for when we lay text over it. Okay, so we've got our lower third now installed, okay? And now we want to put some text in it to actually identify the coach. Just like you would any other way, and how you usually identify your interview subjects, you put lower third text in. So you go over, click on T, grab your lower third, and run it up here and drop it in over the clip, okay? So automatically, it's going to, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen here in the playback side, it's going to default to the middle of the screen. Okay, it's also too long over here on the left-hand side. Your yellow starts at the beginning of the clip and ends at the beginning of the video clip. We want to drag that to start at the beginning of the picture and then drag the backside to end with the picture. This way, it'll all fade in together. See how that text fades in with the picture? All right, so now we want to put in our text. Okay, we'll just call him Coach, Coach. And then under here we'll say Lacrosse Coach. Okay, we'll go over to Show Fonts. It's going to give us a drop down. Go ahead and align everything to the left like we do everything else. And you'll see that it aligns to the left. Click Done. Boom, you've now laid your text over your graphic. All right, something to notice about our graphic now, as you can see here on the right, it defaulted to Ken Burns effect. So we want to highlight the clip, and we want to come down here and to the cropping tool, and we just want to hit Fit, okay? Done. It's not going to be moving anymore yet. Now notice how it's a little off-centered here. See how Coach has like too much black space above it and Lacrosse Coach doesn't have any space under it? All right, these corners now become important again. You want to grab your corner and make this a little bigger and also move it down and to the right here so that you've sort of given your text area to play with. You know, you've centered it. You're also not laying your text over the logo. So what did I do there? I made the lower third bigger, and I also moved it so that the text was centered. Okay, so now when we play our video, you see how everything sort of fades in together? Do that one more time. Everything fades in together, and everything fades out together. Why did that do that? Because remember, I double-clicked this clip over here, which was our lower third graphic, and I clicked on Dissolve. That dissolve lines up exactly with the exact dissolve of your regular lower third font and text that you've been using. Okay, so that is how you install a lower third graphic. Remember, it is important to dissolve. Okay, click Dissolve your graphic. It is also important to use the crop tool and click Fit and Done. Those will give you a perfect lower third graphic. Some things to think about. Sometimes when you just hit spacebar and press play, sometimes it doesn't work. It'll just get frozen. The video will get frozen right where your sort of picture starts in your timeline. That's okay. Just make sure to move your little cursor here, and it will do it with you. And that is how you install a lower third graphic.